All right, we're here. Hey. How you doing, guys? Mr. Poseidon here. Mr. Poseidon. I am Mr. Poseidon. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show tonight. First off, I want to start off by saying one thing. My wife always goes first. Darling, thank you again for everything. Thank you today. We had a rough day today, but we got through it. Let's put my wife on there for a second. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Move over a little bit that way. There you go. Put that mic closer to your lip. Yeah, baby. All right, so how are you?
Great. How's it going?
It's not going too good, as you know, because you know the real story behind the scenes here.
It was a rough day?
It was a rough day. Yeah, it was. It was just constantly running around doing things. So I want to let everybody know off the bat. Chris, a.k.a. L.I., which is Long Island Shark Man. He is not going to be on tonight, guys. I want to apologize for that. And also, I want to say that he's a little bit under the weather. He called me early this morning. I spoke to him yesterday for an hour. We had our test run. Everything was great, but he was a little under the weather yesterday. I was worried. So it was my decision. I spoke to him. I said, look, and I don't want to throw you off or make you feel bad, but I don't want you on the show this week. I want you when you're 100% healthy. He agreed. He's going to be on next week. Next week's show, 100% he'll be on. The guy is a dynamite guy. I'll tell you why. He's a hunter. He likes to fish for fish, striped bass, especially shark fishing. He's actually kind of good at it. He takes people out. He goes shark fishing with them. He's got a lot of videos. Now, I want to tell you, on Instagram, he has 30,000 followers. That's on Instagram. Now, when I checked him out on TikTok, he has 72 million. No, I'm just kidding. He has 100,000 followers on Instagram.
No, on
excuse me,
TikTok.
on TikTok. I'm sorry. Thank you, darling. So he has a lot of followers on there, and a lot of people like this guy. I had a lot of good reference coming back to me from a lot of these people because I make phone calls. You know, I make sure that I check people out, make sure they're the right way. Then I spoke to him. We spoke for an hour yesterday, like I said. He is really a dynamite guy. He loves his sport. He loves fishing, and he always is. Listen to me carefully. He's a catch and release guy. And when we say release, we're talking about release safely. Safely, okay? So that the fish is released safely always.
And revive.
So we want to tell Chris, get better soon. We'll see you next week. Thank you for agreeing to be on my show, which is very nice. I was very happy to hear that. Okay, let's move on right now. Before we go, I want to let you guys know that next week,
Before we go.
on the show, I'm going to put this on right now. Hold on. We got a Salt X reel. This is my second Salt X I'm giving away. That's right. You heard it live on the Poseidon Show.
That's for next week?
Yeah. Oh, easy. I'm going to let them know. I want them to think it's for today. No, I'm just kidding. So we got a Salt X 6000 reel. You heard it. Salt X 6000. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to show you the overhead view. So let me put the overhead view on. So I'm going to show you guys. Check this out, man. This is a nice reel, guys. Really a nice reel. So here it is. Brand new out of the box. I just picked it up today. Just for you guys. Guys, I don't think even J&H Tackle has giveaways like this. And I love J&H Tackle. J&H Tackle, you are fabulous. We're going to have some guys on there from J&H Tackle. Show you what's going on with this store. But a dynamite store out in Long Island. Anyway, this reel right here has been picked up from the Ramsey Store Outdoors. That's Ramsey Outdoors in Jersey. I mean, they got product there too. Beautiful, beautiful product. You can always see Kevin there. Kevin's a dynamite guy, one of the managers. Andrew, one of the managers there. And I tell you to see these guys because they are very informative and very knowledgeable on fishing equipment. So, this is the reel we're giving away today. Yes, it does have a handle. No. Don't worry.
Today?
No, I'm sorry. Next week. This will be on the show. Now, you can put this on later by yourself. Left-handed, right-handed, whatever you are. Right now, I'm going to put it away. Sorry, guys. I got to put it away. But next week, this will be one of the giveaways next week. So hopefully you guys can come on. You'll find out how the giveaway works. Most of you who have been on my show know that how my giveaways work. It's going to be on a comment picker. It'll probably be under the comments of next week's show. Please show up. We will have the Long Island Shark Man on next week. Today's giveaways, you know I always have giveaways, meaning, guys, I love you guys. Listen to me, guys. I am Mr. Poseidon. I love fishing. I have been skunking the last 2 weeks. It's been so hard for me. I did a trip last week. I know I mentioned it on the show, 4 days. It was hard. I went with Edwin Rivera. We met up there. We had a great time together. But as for fishing, it was And Montauk, it's been a little bit rough. If you guys follow Bill Wetzel's rants on his Instagram, every time he goes out, he'll give you a report. And remember, Surf Rats Ball, surfratsball.com. Check him out. I'm a member there also. He's a New York State guy, for those of you guys who don't know. Now, for those of you guys who have been on all the time and hear it from me, I'm sorry, you're going to hear it again. This man taught me everything I know there is about surf fishing. I still feel I owe him for the rest of my life because I'm catching stripers, something I never did before. Now, I was a shark guy. I'm not the Long Island Shark Man, obviously, but I am a shark guy as far as catching fish. I have a lot of sharks under my belt. I spent 30 years fishing with bait at Jones Beach, and I'll tell you the exact spot, Field 6, right beyond the sign that says fishing beyond this point. I would go 10 feet beyond that point because I knew that all the women were on the other side of that, so I tried to stay as close to there as possible. Yes, this is before I was married. I don't do that anymore. Correct, darling? My wife's looking at me like, don't you say Anyway, look, let's get a good picture of her. Right, honey? How, I mean, you know, before I got married, correct?
Correct.
And a little bit after I got married, but I want to tell you. Okay, so we got Bruce Bain. So Bruce Bain just gave me the okay. Bruce Bain's going to be the guest tonight. We weren't sure if we were going to have him on. It was a late thing.
Edwin said we should have called him. He would have filled in.
Edwin Rivera. I would have loved to have you, Edwin, but twice in a row is a little tough for me. We like to switch it up. But Edwin, I will have you on again. You know why? Because you are a good fisherman. You're very knowledgeable. I like guys who are knowledgeable. They teach me stuff. Edwin, you taught me a lot when I was with you. Listen, guys, Mr. Poseidon is not a professional. If I was a professional, I'd be out there with Bill Wetzel hustling. I don't do that. Bill Wetzel is the professional. I leave him to that. So, again, Bill Wetzel, check him out. New York State Fishing Guide. If I recommend to you guys, if you've never been surf fishing, this is the guy you got to use out in Montauk. Teach you how to surf fish, teach you how to work those rocks, teach you how to work the points, the rivers, the currents, the winds, everything. That guy will teach you everything there is to know about Montauk. And yes, there hasn't been a lot of fish at Montauk, but doesn't mean there's no fish there. There always is fish there. I mean, when we were there for my tournament a few weeks ago, on that last day of the party, when we were doing the ceremony, which was the best striper that night, that was the night they were hitting. A few of the guys took off on my party, and I don't blame them. I was like, go. They went to the point they were killing them that night. But anyhow, a lot of the guys I spoke to after should have been like, look, Mr. Poseidon, you're a nice guy, but I shouldn't have stayed. I should have went fishing. I understand, guys. Fishing always comes first. Always. All right, let's move on. Bruce Bain will be on in a little while. Thank you, Bruce, for that. I love you, my brother. The Rhode Island guy who's a part of the Narragansett Fishing Club there, he'll mention that. He'll tell you all about it. But first off, let's start saying hello to my guest, and that requires my glasses, which I don't have. So I can see a little bit, so here we go. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. Here we go. So I want to start off by saying Ebeth and her husband, Stephen Hastings, congratulations, guys. They are now grandparents. And don't you laugh, guys, because they are the youngest grandparents in the history of grandparents. I think Ebeth is 17 and Stephen Hastings is what, 19, something like that? But congratulations, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I know you will, because the best thing about being a grandparent is this. Once that babe, you know, you're holding it and you're like, yeah, this is great. the grandparents. Great. All of a sudden, the baby starts crying. It's like, look, come here. Take your kid away. He's crying. You don't have to work it to make that baby stop crying. But congratulations, guys, and also thank you very much. Also, I want to mention my first and always my best guest in memory of James P. Mahoan. That's Jimmy Mo, 1947 to 2021. We lost Jimmy this year in February. Very good guy. Ebeth Hastings knew him very well. She worked with him, actually. Dynamite guy. He loved his fishing. He loved his fishing. I wish he was around today. We'd have him on the show for sure. But he's always on the show. Have a memorial here. We have still yet to hook up the final 2 cameras on the side. You'll be able to see that memorial very soon. His infectious smile, kind words, innocence, and his love for fishing. Always remember that. Thank you, Jimmy Mo, for being here with my constant editing hours. It drives me nuts. But I always look over and I see Jimmy Mo looking at me with that nice smile, and he keeps me going, and I know it because he tells me, keep going, Mr. P, you're going to make it, you're going to make it. Thank you, Jimmy Mo. Thank you to Ebeth and Stephen Hastings, and again, congratulations. Let's keep going here. Oscar, congratulations for being my best subscriber. All of you guys are great, but Oscar's been here for every single show except last week. I think he missed.
Yeah.
I think he told me he had a scratchy back and he had his wife or his girlfriend scratching his back or something like that. I'm kidding, Oscar. Oscar, thank you for being on the show again. Obviously, my good friend Chris Gannon, who I know basically now, I got to say about 30 years, 35 years. We were together when we were youths. I'm still a youth at 27. Hey, how you doing? But Chris Gannon, thank you for showing up to my show. You always show up to my show. You support me. Thank you so much. Let's keep going to Frank Azevedo.
You got it.
Yeah, got it, Frank. I'm getting used to you, buddy. Frank will be at next year's show. I guarantee he'll be at next year's show. I guarantee it. And when Mr. Poseidon guarantees something, it always happens. Guys, I want you to know that I really care about you guys. I don't make any money on this show, nothing. All I keep doing is dumping. Thank you, darling.
Maybe, yeah, those aren't.
These aren't my regular ones. These are the ones that, hey, I'm going to fly a kite. I'm Ben Franklin. But anyway, Vinnie Sniper. Good evening, Mr. P and Mr. P and everyone. How you doing, Vinnie? Vinnie is Vinnie's Customs, correct?
Yes, Vinnie
Of
Sniper
course.
is Vinnie's Customs.
Yeah, we're going to have a nice giveaway tonight also. I'm going to give you the overhead look. So Vinnie's Customs tonight. We got, okay, I'm sorry about that, darling. So we got Vinnie's Customs tonight. This is the giveaway. I'll say hello to everybody else. Just give me a second. Vinnie's Customs, 2.75 ounce lure. Look at this metal lip beauty here. Look at the beautiness of this lure. And what do I mean? You know, the points, the barbs, they're covered. This is caring. I buy a lot of these lures, which are, you know, better companies. I'm not going to mention them, but guys, if you're going to sell 1 million lures a year, put the covers on them for guys. Put the covers on the barbs. It helps us. But anyway, look at these beautiful lures. He's got a little bucktail on the end. It's got a little eye. This entices the fish more. But, Vinnie, this is a beautiful lure. It's called the Star Breaker, 2.75 ounce. That's up. Again, Vinnie's Lures Custom Baits. This is a anvil jig here. Beautiful stuff, man. I mean, even on the jig, he's got the barb covered. This is when you know you got a caring company. Come on. I want to thank Kevin Maltozo for introducing me to this company, and also Bruce Bain. These guys were adamant with me. This guy makes good lures. Check him out. I buy all my lures from Vinnie the Sniper. Check him out on Instagram, Vinnie's Customs. They are good lures, guys. I'm not going to put stuff on that's not good lures. I'm not going to talk about it at all if I don't like it. But I'm banging these things off the rock, and they're still got the paint on. That's telling me that they're good stuff. Let me continue. So we got Zinger Baits. Guys, if you know Zinger Baits, let me get that overhead look. I'm sorry, darling. The Zinger Baits here. We got a 5-inch Maniac minnows. Look at these beautiful little shads here. You get 4 in a pack. These are 5-inch. And also we have the Assault, the 6-inch Assault Zinger Baits. These are nice too. These are not shads also, but these are nice little lures. They work. They're good stuff. I've used all these. I've used these everywhere. I caught a lot of schoolies with these right here, the ones you're looking at. But this is what's up tonight. This is all one prize. Guys, can you beat this? You're getting a $50 prize here. 50 bucks. Come on. You gotta go for this, guys. You gotta love Mr. Poseidon for this. But let me continue now. Sorry, darling. I know I hear that ringing. Let me continue. She's telling me what is the music?
No.
Okay.
There you go.
No, okay, is that better? It's a beautiful thing. I love my wife.
Tattoos here also. Hey,
Yeah. We're gonna keep going. Edwin Rivera. I said hello. How are you, buddy? Vinnie Sniper. Bruce Bain is gonna be the guest here tonight.
Mario.
Mario Gandini. Mario, listen. I keep forgetting. Mario makes bucktails.
Oh.
You know, Rick Hernandez swears by these things. He caught some nice slots last week, all on Mario Gandini's bucktails. So I got to purchase some bucktails from Mario Gandini. I'm sorry I even haven't contacted you. I'm so busy. As I get bigger, you know, I got a lot of you know, things to take care of and running and messages, and it's getting tougher and tougher to do. But I will tell you, you guys right here, the guys that are on right now, thank you so much, man. I'm never going to forget you guys. And to the new guys on here, even better. So let's continue. Striper Seeker. Montauk was dead while I was there. Probably the storms messed it up. Absolutely. I was talking to Striper Seeker while he was out there. I was, you know, crossing my fingers. I was sending him to certain areas, hoping that he was get on the fish. I'm sorry about that, Striper Seeker. Don't worry. We will meet up one day and we will catch that cow together. Awesome. Whether I catch it and you're holding me by the waist to bring it in, or you're catching it and I'm holding you by the waist, we're gonna catch that cow. And you know, you catch those cows, you gotta work it. A lot of guys are lucky. A lot of guys are lucky. What do I mean by that? They live by areas where the fish are constantly there. Now, myself, personally, I love to travel. I love new areas. So when you do that, you're giving up the chance to catch a fish. Now, I can go to areas and I can catch fish all the time. I really can. There's so many areas that I know. But I love to travel. And you guys know how much I love Montauk. Please, guys, understand. Montauk is a beautiful area. If you're going to go there, bring your girlfriend, bring your wife, bring your family, and enjoy it. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's
Oscar
so pretty.
says it's been a mixed bag in the Western Sound, over and under slots, but rats everywhere.
Absolutely, Oscar. And you know what that means? That in a year or two, there'll be slot fish everywhere. There will. I know it. To the boat fishermen out there. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say to that. Striper Seeker, thank you, buddy. Mr. T. T-Man. How you doing, T? T, I know you're a good friend of OS&Y. What's his name?
YS?
YS. I'm sorry, YS. But good friend of YS. He introduced me to him. T, I know who you are. What was that Salt X I missed? Orvan Stoll. Next giveaway, Slammer. Definitely next week. Next week, that Salt X will be on, guys. It's right here. Look. Look, guys. Look, the Salt X. Look at my Salt X. This is the vampire. Remember me?
Oh, my gosh. Dracula's back.
So Salt X next week, 6,000. It's in black. Beautiful reel. Mr. Poseidon cares, guys. I'm not getting this stuff for free. Look, I'll prove it to you. Go see my subscribership. For those guys who are listening out there, there will be some excellent guests on, starting with next week. And the week after, I have another great guest on, Rhode Island guy. He was on the cover of Fisherman's Magazine. Just wait. It's all a surprise, and it's all going to be great. Lance J. Lance, you are a dynamite guy. Not only a dynamite fisherman, Lance, you are really a good person. You care. You're always telling everybody to smash the like button.
Aww,
I love you guys.
thanks,
I think you're great. Thank you, Lance. Thank you.
Outcast
1. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. P. Hello, Outcast. Good to see you. Good to have you on my show. Outcast.
Oh, there's YS.
Where's YS? There he is. Hey, Mr. P. Gotta keep a bass on my fly rod.
Woohoo.
Woo! YS, way to go, buddy. Frank Diazevedo. Azevedo, sorry, buddy. I know you're going to be at that show next year. Bruce Bain, I love you, buddy. John Garcia. John, you are my cousin legally by paper, and I am so happy to know you. We have to go fishing this year, John. John, we have to go. We're going to go together. I promise you. Thank you for showing up to my show. You're another good guy. This is my wife's cousin, by the way. Let me continue on down the list. Mario Gandini, you're the best, buddy.
John Francisconi says the only rats in Piermont have tails. Tails?
Let me tell you, I met John the other day down in Piedmont. And, you know, I like John so much. He's a good man. He's always down there fishing. While everybody's home and they're like, the season's over, John's catching the little mini stripers, the babies that were hatched last year. He's putting them back in the water. You know, he catches weak fish down there, little babies. John has caught every species in the Piedmont you can imagine, in the Hudson River. And he's always down there fishing. I respect John very much. I hope you know that, John, that I respect you. John was a school teacher, a vice president, a vice principal in the school system. Very respectable guy. And I always follow what he tells me. I listen carefully. Even though you might not think so, Johnny. I listen to everything you say. I pick up everything you say. And believe it or not, some of the things you have taught me have caught me some nice stripers. Thank you for that, John. Okay, let's continue on. Anybody else on that I missed?
Should we dial up Bruce?
You want to dial up Bruce? Bruce is ready, I think.
Let's see.
Let's dial up Bruce. Brucey!
Oh, my goodness.
We are experiencing operating difficulties. Bruce, you're not online, Bruce. Come online, Bruce. All right, don't worry. We'll get Bruce on. I know he'll be online soon. It's Skype, Bruce, Skype. Skype, Bruce, Skype. Unless he's got another name. Bruce, you can call us. Look us up and call us and we'll pick it up. How's that? Adrian Ayala, there he is, the man. Hello, everyone. How I'm always late. It doesn't matter. You're always here, though. Adrian. I'm going fishing with Adrian this week. Adrian, you are the man. Thank you for always respecting me, Adrian. Thank you. And I'm glad you won. Adrian won the drift waders last week, the zipper front dynamite waders. I mean, my waders, I love those waders. Check those guys out, please. Drift. That's D-R-Y-F-T. Drift. Check them out, drift.com. Driftfishing.com. They got a beautiful site. It's a family-run business. That's Sam and Nick. Sam and Nick run the company. It's a family-run business. They have all their family members helping out. These guys try so hard, and they're growing. And I got to tell you guys, when I was in Montauk for the tournament, I met a few guys with drift waders, and I would run up to them like, hey, how you doing? Look, we got the same way. And they're like, are you Mr. Poseidon? And I'm like, yeah, I bought these waders because they're great waders. I will never advertise a product that I don't think is good. If I don't talk about, I won't talk about it. I won't say anything because I'm not a guy who's going to come on and go, hey, these glasses, they suck. Don't buy them. I don't do that to anybody. People are out there trying to make a living, working their business hard, okay? But if you get Mr. Poseidon to say something good about it, you know you got a good product. And those waders, 4 layers on the bottom, 3 layers on the top. Look. Let's talk about it. How's Bruce doing? Bruce, we're waiting for you, buddy. Come on, Bruce. Nick Watt. How's it going, everybody? How you doing, Nick? Whoops. Lost my ear. How you doing, Nick? Nick, we are not super professionals. We get to lose contact once in a while. But these drift waders that I have, let me put the overhead view. There we go. Slow with the music a little bit. It's driving me nuts. These drift waders that I have, these are beautiful waders. I mean, they're kind of stylish. They're not like the regular brown waders you're going to buy. These are beautiful waders. You have, zipper front pockets, which are lined on the inside to keep your pockets warm, with your hands warm. Also, they have a pocket which goes inside, which takes your cell phone. Let me put that overhead. You put your cell phone inside, and you can operate the cell phone while it's in here. and this goes inside the wader, which it has a little Velcro up here. You Velcro it like that, and it stays inside your wader. The booty system on here. There's a 3-layer booty. I mean, awesome gravel guards. These are good gravel guards. They've bettered the gravel guards, actually. I can't explain it, but they have an intertwined system here. It's strong. It's good. The booties never leak on me. They're excellent. The clip, which clips onto your clip of whatever boot you have. I hope you're buying good enough boots where they have a clip, but just dynamite waders. And the most important thing, and I'm gonna remind you, this zipper is a German manufactured zipper. Many professional scuba companies use this zipper because it doesn't leak. So it really is awesome waders. Look, they have here these little holes you can hook up stuff to. A lot of people on the West Coast use these in the rivers also. This is solid stuff. You know, the straps that come with it. You know, inside you have pockets, look, that open up. You put your hand in here, look. You fit a lot of stuff in there, like your bologna sandwich you want to bring, or in the other one across on the other side, look. You stick a beer can in there. Okay, let's not say that on YouTube. They don't like that. But you know what I mean. This is just good stuff. I'm not gonna sell stuff on here. I'm not gonna, advertise things that are not good. This is awesome. Let's also say hello to another great. Now, Jason, I want to say something. Jason Palmatia, check this out.
Getting cold, he says.
Look at this beautiful lure he sent me. This was a while back. But I want to tell you guys that Jason makes his own lures. And again, these lures. Oh, my God. I think Jason, maybe you can put up some of the things that you do and what these lures consist of. I would like that if you put it up. But look at this. He sent me this YouTube. On the other side, Mr. Poseidon. Look at these fabulous lures. Here, the hooks, VMC hooks, and they don't have the barbs on them. So make sure you keep that line taut, guys. You know how it works with a striper. But triple coated, this is stuff that's really going to last on you. Thank you, Jason, for this. Thank you for being a subscriber to my channel. Whoops. See, no chips. This is what I mean. It's a good weight. It's a good lure. Mr. Poseidon holds that for me. Today is November 14th. We are heading into the winter. Now, this week I have off from Tuesday to Saturday. I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing this week. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to be down in South Jersey. I'm heading down there. See if I can pick up anything. Stephen Hastings, if you're out there and you're listening, I will be down there. Hopefully, maybe I'll catch you on the beach if you're fishing. Other than that, did I say hello to Nick Watt?
Yeah.
Did I? Hi, Nick Watt. How you doing? Thanks for coming to my show, buddy. Okay, so let's continue. Bruce Bain, we're going to give it another shot here. Want to give another shot, honey? Hopefully he's on. Let's see what's happening.
So he can get his
Bruce
Skype
Bain.
to work. With Skype on his iPad.
Nothing going on, huh?
Bruce.
Bruce, where are you, Bruce? Just barely. Jason had a bunch Thursday before the storm, but all rats. Bruce, what's up, buddy? We're trying to contact you, but we can't.
On Skype, Bruce?
All right, while we're doing that, I want to shout out to Dead Reckoning. He makes bucktails. These guys are dynamite. I just missed him in Montauk. I just left. He was in an RV that was rented, and I didn't know that was him. I would have went up and said hello. He was there with his dad, so a shout out to Dead Reckoning Lures. Check them out on Instagram. That's what he does. A dynamite guy, makes some good products. I know Bruce Bain picks up some of his products really good. Cast your YouTube lure and catch some subscribers. Now that was a good one. John Francisconi, you got some wit on you, buddy. You're never going to lose that. Thank you so much for that. Also, I want to do a big shout out to Big Man Fishing. Who was the gentleman who won last week the prize. I forgot his name again.
On YouTube, his name, The Proud American.
Okay, if anybody knows the Proud American, please get in touch with him because he won last week's prize. And also, there they are, the Pugliaficos.
Hey,
That's
Sue.
right. Sue Pugliafico and Joe Pugliafico. Thank you for coming to my show. Sue, thank you, darling. We'll be getting together soon. They're right around the corner from us. Every time I knock on the door, I can see his wife telling him, don't answer the door. It's Mr. Poseidon. No. She never does that. But they live close to us. Very good friends of ours. Joe, I've known now for about, 6 hours? No, I know Joe for about 30 years. Joe's a wonderful guy. Wonderful family, 4 kids, all dynamite kids. Thank you for coming to my show, Susan and Joe, and supporting me. Thank you so much. We're still waiting for Bruce Bain. Big Bruce Bain! Hopefully real soon, Susan says. Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to give Bruce another shot? Bruce, what's going on? Call us, Bruce. Call us, buddy. Come on. Call us. We'll pick up. Trust me. All right, let me take another sip of my drink here.
Jason,
Yeah, let me see here. You still catching there in Rhode Island, Bruce? Wait. I'm gladly take a rat at this point. Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to be down in Jersey. I'll try my luck down there.
Yeah.
Even if I catch a rat at this point, I'll be very, very happy.
Yeah, that's what Jason says. He says the fish have moved on.
Yeah, Bruce, here we go. Here we go. Woo! Answer it already, for Christ's sake. Come on, Bruce. Here we go. Answer the video, honey. Put the video on. The video all the way on the bottom.
Yeah, he has to say,
Bruce, hit that video. There he is. There he is. Bruce Bain. All right, hold on. We're going to get Bruce Bain on right now. Honey, you want to slip him over?
yeah, you just want to straighten out the...
Yeah. You know what? Why don't you put his name on the bottom there? Go ahead, do it. We'll wait. Bruce, stand by. Man, Bruce looks really good on camera, honey. He always reminds me of Cary Grant, and I'm not kidding around. Bruce is the Cary Grant of fishing. I will never forget that. When I was fishing with him in Montauk, I was looking at him like I was a little kid, and I'm like, really? He looked so good. His hair was blowing in the wind, and he was sitting there going, this sucks. But anyway, he's a dynamite guy. He gives me some great surf reports. Also, I don't want to forget Charlie from Rhode Island. Charlie, another dynamite fisherman out there. He is a legend out there. I've never seen a harder fisherman. Charlie, thank you always for supporting me. Okay, so we are going to get Bruce Bain on right now. Hold on. There he is. My wife did it already. You're quick, honey.
Oops.
You're so quick.
Okay,
Let's do
ready?
the there he is, Bruce Bain. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Was I right? Cary Grant all the way. Bruce, how you doing, buddy?
Good, Eric. How are you?
I'm so happy you're here tonight. The sweat is pouring under this hat, but you can't see it. It's actually stopped right now since I've actually saw you on camera. I am so happy. Let me continue. Bruce Bain has arrived. That's right, Jason. Thank you for that. All right, Bruce, let me start off by saying, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm a little bit down. Went out and fished this morning after the storm, and it was very, very unproductive. Mostly casting practice. But,
Right.
Had a good morning Thursday before the storm with some of Mario's bucktails, mugging them up. Really, really nice stuff, and they work. I caught 13 fish in an hour. There were small fish because that's what's around right now.
Gotcha, Bruce. So I want to ask you, Bruce, I know you always give me reports. I know you tried to give me one today, but I guess it was a little long and it didn't want to deliver.
It didn't download, what?
Didn't deliver. Didn't download, Bruce. It was a little long.
Yeah, I couldn't get my phone to put it through. I don't know. I'm really illiterate with computers and cell
No,
phones.
you're not, buddy,
Really
because
bad.
No, you're not, because I'm going to tell you. You've got to continue those rants. There's Mario Gandini. The coffee rant by Brucey posted was great. It was. That was great, man. I love that. I was like, no way. Not only does he look like Cary Grant, he knows how to play the part. Awesome, Bruce. Thank you so much for that. But let's continue. How was the season in Rhode Island? Start from the beginning.
The season in Rhode Island was really good. I usually start fishing around the beginning of April. 2 years in a row, my first fish were on April 15th in the same spot and same size fish, like keeper, 28-inch keeper. I didn't catch any dinks. The first week I had a couple of real nice fish, a lot of casting and a few fish, but the fish I did catch were nice. I do a little bit of holdover fishing. It all depends on how cold it is, because I really don't like the cold weather. But I started last year on New Year's Day, and I caught one fish.
Hold on, Bruce. Hold on. I'm going to reset for a second. It's my computer. It's not yours. Give me 1 second. Stay right there. They'll be able to see you, but they won't hear you for 5 seconds. I think my subscribers can handle that. Stand by.
Just press the button.
Bruce, are you back?
I'm back.
There you go. Beautiful. See that? He is Cary Grant. I'm telling you, honey. It's really him. My wife's, no, it's not Cary Grant. It's Bruce Bain. I'm like, no, it's Cary Grant. So go ahead, Bruce. Continue on what you were saying with the fishing there.
I generally start right around the second week of April. The stripers get to Rhode Island on the South Shore, and then they come up the bay pretty quick. This year we had a lot of bait in the bay all through the month of May. Some herring and some bigger bunker. A lot of guys were getting them in the boats in the deeper water. I fished a herring run, and I had a couple of real good days out there. Me and my friend Steve, you posted the pictures earlier in the year. We had one morning, we had like 7 fish each, all over 30 inches in an hour. That was great. And then, my typical, I start moving down to the south, generally around the middle of May, beginning of June. When the herring runs empty out up here, that's when I start moving down to the South Shore. And I started fishing with Charlie, Wolf of Rhode Island this year, pretty much as my partner all the time. If I'm going out at night, I try and fish with him. He does the same thing with me. It's a lot safer going out with another guy. And Charlie's a fantastic fisherman. He really taught me a lot. He's been on the water since he was 7 years old. He grew up in Narragansett, and he's just a natural. He's a really, really good fisherman. Met you up in Montauk in June. Went out on a first trip with Bill. Caught my first Montauk bass. Small one, but it was still a Montauk bass. So that made me pretty happy.
That's right, Bruce. Absolutely.
And then July and August was pretty uneventful. I had a steady pick of fish here and there, warmer water, throwing some eels at night, nothing big. September got better. October got real good.
Hold on. I'm going to stop you in October.
All right.
So I was out there fishing with Bruce and Charlie. We were having a great time. And Bruce was looking around. And he's looking like this. Look, I'll put you on close up for me for a second. And Bruce is looking around. He's like, listen, Mr. P and Charlie, listen to me carefully. I'm going home. Okay, now I'm going to put, see, he's laughing. I'm going to put Bruce back on. So I'm going to put Bruce back on. There's Bruce again. So, Bruce, so you told me you were going home, and the next thing, about 10 minutes later, maybe 15, but let's put it close to 10, he sends me a picture with nearly a 30-pound bass in his hands, and he's smiling. Hey! I didn't go home. And I was like, where are you? Why didn't you take me? But anyway, I'm going to let him tell you that story. Go ahead, Bruce.
All right. I don't want to get into personal life much, but I'm diabetic. So
yeah.
Sometimes, if I'm running around working all day and then running down, 45-minute ride down the South Shore, meet up with Eric, meet a couple of other subscribers from Rhode Island, a couple of real nice guys, I Fish LI and Brian Testa. So, I didn't want Eric out there alone that night. It was pretty rough. We had build and surf. And I took him down, got him to where Charlie was. Told him I was going to sit this one out, drive back home because I wasn't feeling good. My sugar was a little low. So I got him hooked up with Charlie. I drove about a quarter mile up the street.
I did catch fish with Charlie. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yep. Pulled over to the side of the road. and I was just gonna get out of my waders and my boots in a spot that I change up sometimes, and I could hear fish hitting bait in the water, and I already had my gear on. And I couldn't resist. I was only about 20 feet from the water, so I walked down, took a cast with a bucktail, dead reckoning bucktail, Brennan Seeley, good guy, and first fish was like a 30-inch bass. Second fish pretty much almost yanked the rod out of my hands, and after
That's
a
what I
small
love.
fight,
I love it.
pulled him in, and he was I would say just under 30 pounds.
Yep.
I don't like to overestimate my fish.
Yeah, it was actually 75 pounds, but let's not overestimate it. So go ahead, Bruce.
All by myself, nobody to take a picture.
Oh.
Anybody knows that fishes with me. I want to get those fish back in the water as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
put my camera on a rock and snapped a shitty selfie, and got in the water with her, and off she swam healthy. I took
Go ahead.
6 more casts after that one, and that ended up in 3 more fish, well over 30 inches. It was just
Nice.
the most phenomenal 8 casts of my life.
There you go.
So hard
Well,
to get back in the car and drive home
right.
and leave fish.
I wanna let you know, Bruce, that you caught those fish, right? And I didn't know what was going on. I was fishing with Charlie, and Charlie's yelling at me. Charlie's teaching me though. I like Charlie. I remember when I first got to the rocks there, I heard him screaming. His wife was there sitting at the top, and he was like, "Where are those guys?" And then all of a sudden I flashed my light, and I'm like, "Charlie!" About 100 yards, I'm screaming, "Charlie, I'm here. What do you do? Get over here now." He's screaming. So I get over there. We got on some fish that night. I got on some 26, 27-inch fish. Charlie scored a couple of nice 30-plus fishes that night. And that bite only lasted for an hour, tops an hour and a half. By the time, I got to tell you, by the time and Bruce, you know those rocks where I got to go all the way over to get to that wall?
Yeah, it's scary in there.
It's scary. And I remember while I was climbing in there, I thought I saw a cat go next to me.
Oh my gosh.
Bruce is laughing. It was a wolf. Well, it wasn't a wolf. It was a coyote. And that's when I freaked. I was like, oh, my God, that wasn't a cat. That was a coyote.
What?
Yep.
But anyway, other than the coyote, I made it over to Charlie.
I steal my surf bag, actually, out on the beach in Charleston one night. I had a couple follow me. One of them grabbed my bag and ran up into the woods with it. And I had to run after him and get it. But,
Smokes.
What?
That's a good story.
A Slim Jim in there or something, or some food, and
was
any kind
gonna
of snack bar, and they smell it, or I don't know, they smell the fish on it or something. But they'll you gotta watch them.
Yeah.
They won't attack you, but they'll take your stuff. They're thieves.
Definitely Steve's, without a doubt. Gelso, good evening, Gelso. Gelso was the winner of Mr. Poseidon's first annual 3-day challenge. Gelso scored a nice fish that night, 22 and a half pounds. Gelso, I forgot the inches. I think it was
38.
38. Thank you, darling, for that. Look at my wife. My wife is the best.
Great fisherman, Gelso. Great.
Yeah, Gelso, thank you for showing up. Great catch, and congratulations to Gelso on the first annual Mr. Poseidon Challenge. And I'm going to let everybody know now that come April, I'm going to have my first 3-day challenge on the Hudson River. Show up, guys. Trust me, it's going to be great. I'll let you guys know. I'm going to set everything up very soon because it's coming up. It's only, 9 months away? No, it's not 9 months away. It's a couple of months away. I'll set it up. I know Bruce is a gentleman. He came down last year. Remember that story, Bruce, with that guy next to us? I'm not telling that again. We'll tell it another time. But the guy next to us was just slamming fish left and right. And me and Bruce were just chucking it out and chucking it out. And Bruce goes, "Look, Eric, excuse me, guys, Mr. Poseidon, I don't want to fish with you anymore because whenever me and Bruce go together, it's like all we catch is air and good stories, and that's it." But it's go ahead, Bruce.
It's okay.
We learn something every trip, and that's the important part.
Absolutely. This week, Bruce, I want to let you know that I'm going to be going out with Adrian Ayala Adrian Ayala. This week I'm going out with him. I can't wait to go fishing with him. Adrian's another great fisherman. And when I say great, I mean what I say. I see these guys with my own eyes. Because remember, guys, Mr. Poseidon is just like you. I'm not a professional. I'm not. I'm professional behind here on the DJ thing. Hey, how you doing? Mr. Poseidon here.
DJ.
But when it comes to fishing, I'm just like you. It's all about hard work. And the harder you work, the better your chances of increasing your catch to catch a good fish. Okay?
Yeah.
Right,
Like
honey?
John said, right place at the right time, Master Bruce.
There you go. Right place at the right time, Master Bruce.
Yep.
Master Bruce, how are you? You're talking to the vampire. How
Oh
are you,
no,
Bruce?
Dracula's back.
Dracula is back. Don't worry, Bruce. I won't bite your neck. I will bite my wife's neck tonight, though. Don't worry.
Everybody, I
Anyway.
hope they saw the Halloween special.
Mr. Pickle Man, Pinky Man. Picky Man? What is that?
Lance says, Mr. Pinkelman? I don't know.
Mr. Pinkelman. I like that. Whatever it means, I like it. Hello, I am Mr. Pinkelman. John, I believe you are talking about the canal. John Francesconi, right place at the right time, Master Bruce. Yes, Stripe Basica. Bruce, talk about a little bit of the canal up there. What was going on this year? Was it a good season? Because I know you live nearby.
Yeah.
I only went out there once. I really don't fish it a lot. You know my routine, Eric. I
Absolutely.
I don't like fishing in crowds. I went up, once for a breaking tide at about 3 o'clock in the morning. It was a weekday. That's usually when I'll go.
Right.
And I didn't catch anything that day, but right across the canal, which I don't know if anybody's ever been to the canal, but right across the canal's like a quarter of a mile wide. It's gigantic. It's an absolutely beautiful place. But the guys on the other side were crushing fish that day. I watched them catch probably 20-pound class fish on top water right at sunrise. If you got a chance to go up there, it's really a beautiful place. Just plan your trip well. Study the breaking tides a little bit. And try and go on a weekday, because if the fish are running in there strong and you go on a weekend, it's really, excuse my English, assholes and elbows, and there's a lot more assholes.
Right. Mr. YouTube, you can bypass that because Bruce is a great fisherman. And Bruce, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
I like the way you talk about tides, about winds, because guys will be like, yeah, I'm going fishing, like Mr. Poseidon. I'm going fishing, Mr. Poseidon. If there's a storm out there, you're going to die if you go, I'm going fishing. Bruce knows what he's talking about. And, I'm over-exaggerating when I talk about myself, but Bruce knows what he's talking about. He knows his tides. He knows winds. He knows what the stripers are looking for. I mean, they're not looking for like a souvlaki on the stick, on the hook. But he knows what they're looking for. He knows tides. He knows when the chances are going to be a little bit better for you. And that's very important. If you're going to fish hard, very important, these small little trinkets he's throwing at you. And that's why whenever Bruce says, hey, Eric, excuse me, guys, Eric, a.k.a. Mr. Poseidon, Mr. Peter, most of you, he tells me, hey, look, they're coming down your way. Twice already he's told me that, and twice he scored with me because I listen to him and I run out to Montauk and I've hit a couple of fish. If I fished a little harder, all the spots I went to in Montauk, the one spot I didn't go to, they were there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Bruce was even swimming in the water with them, doing the backstroke. Watch that lure, Mr. Poseidon.
Striper Seeger says this season he fished the canal every week.
Find your own spots and you will be good. The only bad spot in RR, Rhode Island, I guess, right?
And is RR.
RR, pretty much everything else is okay.
Right,
Now, personally speaking, what Bruce said earlier, I'm not a guy that likes crowds. You guys know that my middays are off days.
Midweek.
I've been asked to go to the day shift, which will give me off the day shifts. I don't do it for one reason only. I love fishing, guys. I love you guys first. I really do, man. I wish you really knew how much I meant what I'm saying. But I love fishing very much. And because of that, I stuck with the shift I'm with. I didn't tell my wife because she would throw me off the roof right now. She's going to do it after the show.
No.
But no, she knows. I spoke to her first. She knows how much I love fishing, and I love fishing on the middays. Going back to what Bruce said, midweek.
Because if you went to the day shift, you would have the weekends off, you're saying.
I love how my wife explains to everybody. Thank good, darling. Say hello to everybody
better
again.
off having weekdays off. Brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I understand.
Absolutely, Bruce. Thank you, darling, for that. That was very nice. She's like, take the camera off me. What did you put the freaking eyelashes on then for? Come on.
You know,
What, Bruce?
what Striper Seeker was saying, it's probably true. I mean, this year, the crowds weren't half as bad. I don't know how long he's been fishing the canal. I mean, he sounds like a pretty knowledgeable guy.
Yes.
But, it all depends on how the fish are running. If there's a lot of top water fish going through there and the bite's really good, as soon as it goes up on social media, 2 days later, it increases probably 70% up there. You know,
Wow.
Everybody, an Instagram here on a YouTube
Wow.
here up.
Yeah.
And they see those big fish being caught, and there's just so much waste and so much unsportsmanlike conduct. I shouldn't have said assholes. It's uneducated fishermen.
Bruce, I want to stop you.
Yeah.
You said bleep right now. So anyway, continue.
Sorry.
That's okay, Bruce. That's all right.
So,
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And the best part about that is, Bruce, I'll tell you why. That's why a lot of these guys who make videos, like I'll make a video, I'll let a few days go by. So if you try to go to that same spot that you say, hey, I know where Mr. Poseidon is fishing, you're probably going to go
It's
there
all
and
over.
catch no fish. It's all over. The striper is an elusive fish. I know there's guys out there that say, what elusive? But remember, you're fishing in the same spot every day. I don't do that. Mr. Poseidon goes around to different spots. I love meeting new people. I love going to Jersey. I love going to Montauk. This year I learned, and I will be there a lot more next year. Probably make a lot of enemies there, but anyway. Rhode Island, I love Rhode Island. What a beautiful place. What a
Nice.
beautiful place. And to know a guy like Bruce and Charlie, oh my goodness, what an advantage I have over everybody. That's right, Mr. Poseidon. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Poseidon?
like Edwin says, nothing like pulling into the lot and you're the only car.
Absolutely. Edwin, so good of you to say that. Nothing like pulling into a parking lot and you're the only car around. We talked about that. I remember I was in Montauk with Edwin, and Edwin looked at me and said, hey, Mr. Poseidon, we fished really hard. Dinner's on me tonight. Next thing you know, I was eating McDonald's. Like, this is dinner, Edwin? No. There's no McDonald's in Montauk. I'm kidding. Took me out to a nice dinner. We sat down together. You know, I love knowledgeable people. You know, it's nice to joke around and everything. It is. It's great. But knowledgeable people on the sport that you love is a beautiful thing. Edwin, thank you. You don't know, Edwin. You really don't know what a good time I had with you. I came home and I was like, Edwin this and Edwin that. By the third day, my wife was like, shut the bleep up already about Edwin.
No.
Can't we talk about me? Look at the sweater I brought. Yeah, it's nice, but Edwin. Edwin, thank you. Go ahead, Bruce.
Out to Rhode Island this year. Edwin's a great fisherman.
No, he is. Edwin, listen to me carefully, buddy. You're coming out to Rhode Island with me together. You're going to meet Bruce, who you know already. Charlie, you met already. So we're going to have a wonderful time fishing. And I like Edwin. Edwin, let me tell you about Edwin. Edwin is the GQ of fishing. Now, a lot of you guys are sitting there right now going, what do you mean he's the GQ of fishing? Edwin is a freaking, he looks good when he fishes his bag with the blue stripes, his boga grip with the blue boga, his rod with the blue. He looks good when he's fishing. If there's a woman around fishing with us, another surf fisherman, we all lose out. Edwin's winning. Mr. Blue. Edwin, you look good. And another thing about Edwin, Bruce, I want to tell you, Edwin, he takes care of his stuff. He kept reminding me about 4 times. By the 4th time in my mind, I was like, shut the bleep up, Edwin. I know already. I'm going to go home. I'm going to rinse my stuff, put it in. Edwin takes care of his stuff. And as many of you know, as I do also, I don't do it all the time, and that's wrong. Because then when I'm ready to go fishing the next time and I'm pulling out my lures, the hooks are rusty, and that's no good. I'll give you guys a little tip. Stick those hooks in Coca-Cola, pull them out the next day. They're like fresh. They're like new. That's right, Coca-Cola.
Oh, yeah?
It's the only thing I'll use Coca-Cola for these days. Other than that, I'm drinking Pepsi. Anyway,
No.
it's another story in life. I'm kidding. I'm hiding in the trunk for that trip.
Mario.
Mario Gandini, you're dynamite. I love it. Edwin Rivera's laughing. I love all you guys. Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce.
They're great guys. Everybody I met at the Poseidon Challenge, like, really, it's just great fishermen. Everybody was, like, on the same wavelength, same idea of conservation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just good people, really good people. I think you put together a good crew here, and it just seems like it's getting better every month.
Oh,
Thank you, Bruce. Now, look, I'm going to mention something here that maybe I shouldn't, but I'm going to. My wife's looking at me like, look, I'll put her face on for that. Do that face. There she goes. All right, let me talk about this while her face is on so you can see the faces she makes. There are a lot of boat fishermen out there. Everybody's making a living. We're all fishermen. We love the striped bass. The boat people, you know, they take in the fish. It's legal. Everybody's allowed to take one stripe or more than us. But I'm only going to mention this. The boat fishermen have a huge advantage over the surf fishermen. Most of the surf fishermen that I know are catch and release guys, most of them. And I'm going to put that in the 80%, maybe 85% range. I released my striped bass. But a lot of the boat fishermen that go on, they're not fishermen like us. Because if they were, they'd be fishing on the surf. It's hardcore. We fish very hard for those stripers. And we release pretty much all our fish. All our fish. Like I said, 85% of the guys. I don't know many guys that keep them. And plus, striped bass aren't really that good. You want a good tasting fish, go to the supermarket, buy all the fish. You're going to save money in the end. You don't have to fish for them. But the boat fishermen do take a lot of fish. I'm not going to put you guys down because I like boats. I like going on boats. And if you want to keep the stripers, God bless you on that. Keep the stripers. But remember, the stripers are diminishing very quickly like that. There's a lot of boats out there. Let me explain. One boat in one port means 10 boats in one port. You know, 2-day trips, 15 guys on the boat. Figure it out, guys. You'll understand what I'm talking about. But again, I like boat fishing. I will be on some of those boats, but myself, I release the striper. That's the way I am, and I will always be. Never, never will I think any differently. You know, conserving striped bass for future generations is a beautiful thing. So remember that, boat fishermen. If you want that living forever, for your future, for your sons, you want them to drive that boat and be proud of them, remember what I'm saying right now. That's all I'm going to say. Other than that, Bruce. Continue, Bruce. Tell me those stories. How's your wife doing, Bruce? I heard she caught a 45-pounder the other day. Is that true, Bruce?
No.
I'm only kidding.
She had that surgery, and she wasn't. It was her casting arm, so she had a real slow year. We were supposed to go to tog fishing yesterday morning, but we ended up sitting it out.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Also, I want to mention to Bruce's wife. Bruce's wife, happy birthday. I heard you turned 14 the other day. Congratulations.
14.
I'm very happy. We wished her a happy birthday. And I like you guys to wish her a happy birthday. You know birthdays just don't last a day. In America, they last 9 months. You say happy birthday for 9 months, all right? So happy birthday to you again, darling. I can't wait for our trip. We usually do our trip every year with these guys, with Bruce and his wife. We had a wonderful trip this year when we went, Bruce. And now I know that you know Montauk, and you'll be leading me around this time. You know Montauk's so good. We'll also do another trip with Bill Wetzel. Remember, guys, Bill Wetzel, New York State guide. If you're going to fish out in Montauk, anywhere actually, you know, check him out. That's surfratsball.com has a beautiful site there. You can ask him any questions. He's always on. Very knowledgeable fisherman on there. Other than that, Bruce, let me continue with you, buddy. It's 8:10, Bruce. We've run over the show limit, but because we had Cary Grant on tonight, you gotta go over the limit.
Yep.
Cary Grant, baby! How you doing, Cary? You doing good tonight?
I'm doing.
I want to say...
Bruce,
yeah.
Edwin is asking what months are the best in Rhode Island?
If you want to fish the spring, in my opinion, the last 2 weeks of May First 2 weeks of June, if you like fishing calm water. If you want to fish big water, end of September, beginning of October.
Striper Seeker says also the end of September, which I think I was there at that time. Correct,
Striper,
Bruce?
he said October, it says. What are you looking at?
Yeah, the first week of October you were here.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. There you go. I heard October. Yeah, I mean, I had some good fishing times with these guys this year. The time I went, I think I went for 3 nights or 4 days. And I was always on the fish. I got quite a few fish with them. It was great. I loved it. Charlie, what a wonderful fisherman. I want to fish with Charlie again, too. I'm sorry, Carrie, but he might not be the star you are, but man, does he know how to fish. My goodness.
Yeah, Charlie's a great fisherman.
Yeah, he is. And his wife, Dina, what a wonderful woman. She helped my wife out. She's like, don't let your husband talk like that to you. Take the knife out. It works. It works. I don't mess with my wife anymore. God bless you, Dina.
Very humble people. Very quiet, very nice.
Very nice. Yep. All right, so let's slowly start winding down on the show. Bruce, please stay on with us. Tonight, again, I'm going to put this on right now. Overhead look. This thing keeps ringing in my ear, right, honey?
Well, if you turn...
If I turn it down, then we won't hear Carrie.
No. If you turn your head
I know.
the mic, it'll ring.
So here's the overhead view. This is just one prize. So again, Zinger Baits. Also, I want to mention...
Those are all together?
I want to mention, Mike from Zinger Baits, the owner of the company. He has... he runs his company. He's a very good guy. He works very hard at his business. His wife's father passed away last week. I want to say I'm sorry. My condolences to the family.
Oh.
And you know how daughters are with their dads. It's always daddy's girl. I want to say I'm very sorry again. Mike, you're a dynamite guy. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for these lures you sent me. And my wife's looking at me. I'm sorry about the ringing, guys. But, okay, so again, going back. Maniac Minnow, 5 inches. There they are. You get 4 in a pack here. Also, we have the Assault Minnows, 6 inches. Really good stuff. Look at these, 4 in a pack. And then let's not forget Vinnie's Customs. Vinnie is really a dynamite guy. Look at these beautiful lures. Look at this beautiful lure. It is a good lure, trust me.
Very nice.
And then also you have the Vinnie's Custom jig bait there, anvil jig. Beautiful stuff. Guys, look at this. Who's going to do these prizes? Nobody.
Striper Seeker's laughing. He's put in a number.
You want to do the number? How many people are on tonight, hon? Wait. Let's see.
Right
16.
Now there's 18 people.
18. So I think we can handle it. Can we handle it?
I don't know.
My wife's laughing. She's like this right now. Look at her. Look at her. She's like, I don't know. With the finger in her mouth. I don't know. All right, we're going to handle it. We're going to do numbers tonight. I love this number.
We're gonna do the number.
I love the numbers. But remember, next week, the L.I. Sharkman. This guy. Wait till you see the pictures. Yeah. I'm going to advertise it again. The Salt X. We're going to have put the overhead look, honey. I got it. The overhead look. So we got the 6,000 Salt X. Comes in a beautiful. Yeah, this is next week. 6,000. It's in black. Beautiful, beautiful reel. Guys, who's going to give you prizes like this? I called up my wife from the store tonight, and I'm like, listen, honey. Now, I knew E-Bet's like 111. You win, E-Bet. Just as long as your husband doesn't win, you win.
Look, Oscar's saying, no numbers. Stephen Hastings is around. Oh, my God.
For those of you guys that don't know, I think Stephen won 4 weeks in a row with the number.
At least.
People were ringing me on my phone going, listen, dude, this is fixed, right? I'm like, no, Stephen Hastings, I think he knows how to read minds. Cary Grant was like, look, my looks will get this. Forget about Stephen. But anyway, let's go back to this. Lance J's laughing. So we got a nice prize, about a $50 prize here, maybe more, but this is nice. These beautiful baits, Mike Zinger Baits. Again, my condolences to your family. Vinnie's Customs. Here we go. So, honey, you want to write the number down? Give me a nice fresh card. Write a number down. Now, every time my wife's written a number down, Stephen Hastings has, oh, look, Ebeth, he won 6 weeks in a row.
Oh my God, it was?
It was
6 weeks in a
six?
row?
My goodness.
Couldn't even keep track
Don't
anymore.
write the number 6 down, whatever you do. That's the first number Steven's going to guess.
Oh, Lord.
I got a private message, Steve. I want to pick some lotto numbers for me.
Yes.
That's right. I didn't think about that. My
Yeah.
condolences. So sorry for your loss. That's to you, Mike, coming from Ebeth and
What are we
Stephen
doing?
Hastings.
From 100 to 200?
No, let's do 100 to 150. There's only
Okay.
18 people on tonight.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys better start watching the Mr. Poseidon show, or this is going to end very soon. No, it's never going to end. I don't give up easy, guys. Never. I care about my subscribers. I really do. Honey, tell them how much. Tell them. You're on, honey. She's writing down. Tell them about me and what I say about my subscribers. Tell.
What, you love your subscribers?
That's not good enough. You have to say more.
You love them. You want
What?
to give them everything
What?
you can.
Everything I got, except my house. I have to live somewhere. But other than that, Edwin's like, $199. Okay, did you write the number down?
No, hold on.
Yeah, I'm holding. My wife loves switching the camera over to me. She does not like to be on camera. Such a beautiful woman, my wife.
Oh, stop.
You know, Bruce, I spoke to last time, and he's like, listen, you want to do a switch here and there? Every once in a while, we'll take him out to dinner.
What are you talking about?
Easy. I said dinner. My goodness.
Stop. What did you say? From what to what?
1 to 150.
No. From 100 to 150.
No, 1
Number
to
over-
150. Yes, darling, please. Oh, my goodness.
Now you changed it.
This is turning into a marriage on here online here. This is a true thing going on. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on, Tattoo. We're getting there.
Oh, gosh.
Did you write it?
No, hold
It
on.
takes my wife about 6 years to figure out a number. Give me the thing. Give me. Did you write it? Just write a number. Any number.
Hold on, everybody. Okay.
Give me. Fold it.
Yeah.
I saw it. It's the same number, right? The number? Let me see it. There it is.
It's the
Okay.
same number that we used before?
I'm putting it over the overhead view so it doesn't move. Guys, go ahead and start guessing 1 to 100. Good luck.
No. What did you say now?
1 to 150. Bruce, you're included, so please.
Oh, it's a nice song.
It's a beautiful song. Keep guessing, guys. I see it. I see it. Nobody has guessed it. Nobody has guessed
Look,
it.
John is saying no numbers.
It's numbers, John. I'm sorry, buddy. There it is, Tattoo. I hate you, Tattoo. I know who you are, Tattoo. Don't think I know who you are. But Tattoo won tonight. There it is. Tattoo number 77. You got the prize tonight. Guys, thank you for being on the show tonight. The only one I think Ebeth was holding back her husband tonight. She's like, no, you can't win 7. But thank you, everybody, for showing up to the show. I want to say special thanks on short notice to Bruce Bain for showing up to the show. Bruce, I'm going to put you back on there for a second.
Yeah, I got to get a little pump in here.
Yeah, no problem, buddy.
Yeah?
Bruce, thank you so much for showing up to the show on such short notice. You're a good man. Listen to me. You're a great fisherman, man. You know how to fish for those stripers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the show tonight. It was wonderful. It always is.
Mario says keep those rants coming.
Keep those rants coming, buddy. Don't stop.
You got it.
Yeah, you got to keep those coming, man. Even if you have an argument with the wife, put it on. I want to hear about it. It's good stuff, you know?
That'll be a daily.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely, daily. There you go. So thank you, Bruce, for showing up. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Also, let's not forget Jimmy Moe, his infectious smile, kind words, innocence, and his love for fishing. In memory of James P. Mahoan, thank you so much. Thank you, Ebeth. Congratulations to you and your husband, your grandparents, the youngest in the world, 17 and 19. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, everybody. So once again, Mr. Poseidon, thanks you, and let's go!
Peace out, everybody.
Take care. discipline. All right, let's try it again. I don't hear